It's on the. Ah! He made it! Oh my!
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's Washroom is ready to serve you.
I tried out for the high school musical my senior year, and I got the lead. On opening night, the show was going great until a set malfunction occurred, where a brick fell 18 feet and landed on my leg. My acting career was over. I could never get on stage again. Most I could be was a high school director. I want to warn you, for those of you who don't make it,
Huntington University and the St. Francis Cougars meet once again. This is a rivalry that's been going on for many, many years. The first time in the new Platt Arena, and right now, Ross, the Cougars on a 5-game winning streak. It'll be a tall task today for Huntington.
Yeah, absolutely. Like what you said earlier, Preston, is that Coach Dorby Magger's got a tough challenge ahead of her against St. Francis here today.
The Cougars at 7-2, 2-0 in the Crossroads League. They've won those 5 straight games. Perfect so far in the CL, wins against Goshen and Taylor. Huntington sits at 3-4. They're 1-1 in the Crossroads League after their win Wednesday night at Bethel, and that's a nice win for them to go on the road in a tough environment and beat the Bethel Pilots, and the Foresters looking to get over that 500 mark here today.
Yeah, that was a good win last time for Coach Darby Magger just to upset Bethel, so that was a good victory last week for the Foresters.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for both sides. First for the visitors from Fort Wayne, Isabella Gizzi. Her brother plays for the Marion Knights and gets several minutes for them off of the bench. She's starting today out of New Palestine, Indiana. Chloe McKnight, number 11, a junior guard at 5'8", having a nice year, averaging over 14 points per game. One of our players to watch, Taylor Fordyce, a freshman out of Fort Wayne Carroll, averaging double digits in her first year with the Cougars. Julia Mantala out of Middlebury, Indiana, and Reagan Pate, number 22, a guard at 5'8". And right now you can see the starters getting announced for the home Huntington Foresters. They'll start several freshmen again here today. 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. Bailey Kellum coming off of her best performance as a college athlete. She had 21 points at Bethel, a career high. Peyton Hartsoe trying to find her rhythm shooting the basketball, number 12. Number 30, Emily Sebo, the lone senior on this team for HU. And then Gabi Melby and Olivia Raby, a couple more players to watch for HU as we are just about set for tip-off between the Cougars and Foresters. We'll be here all day with the men's game to follow. Huntington in their home white, St. Francis in the away black. They'll start with the ball. St. Francis, really solid offensive team, and right there they get a good look, but unable to get it to drop is Isabella Gizzi. Foresters control the board. Gabi Melby having a tremendous year. Olivia Raby, one of those freshmen. Wide open 3 for Hartsoe, leaves it short. Rebound falls to Mantala. Good looks for both teams to start, Ross.
Yeah, that was a good shot between those two teams, even though Gabi Melby, well, Peyton Hartsoe missed it. So that was just a good shot opportunity for her.
Gizzi, the southpaw, working against Bailey Kellum. Wide open for a second was Fordyce. Cougars will settle up top. This is McKnight, another strong player for the Cougs. They'll work it inside. Shot against Melby, and she forced to travel as Mantala couldn't keep her pivot foot down.
Yeah, that was just good defense there by Gabby Melby to get Mantala to travel there.
So 3 empty possessions to start this Crossroads League rivalry today. Coach Jeremy Henney, familiar with Huntington. He was once a assistant coach for the men's Forester side. Kellum wants to start her day with a 3, leaves it short, misses it badly, and Fordyce pulls it down. Fordyce, just a freshman, having a great start to her college career. Gizzy missed her first shot, thought about a second one, and instead it's a long 3 that rims in and out. Offensive rebound for Fordyce, and she stepped on the line. She's a little slow to get up there, as she's crashing the boards here early, already her 3rd rebound. Annika Nelson comes in, another freshman for Darby Maggard's side. Peyton Hartsoe to the bench. Just about a minute and a half into this contest. Melby has exploded offensively this year. She goes to Nelson just into the game. Annika up top, Sebo had an opening for a moment. Raby, nice footwork, but she did travel as well, as she couldn't keep her pivot foot down on this side.
So you got to keep that the pivot foot down when you jump stop there.
Raby has shown a lot of skill in the post, and maybe something that Coach Maggard wants to do is get her more involved. Each time she gets the ball, she seems to have a good chance of putting it into the hoop. Turnover for each side now. Gizzy on the left wing. Work it down inside. Fordyce back to the basket. Good defense by Nelson. Almost a steal by HU. Good ball movement by St. Francis now. 4 on the shot clock, and Kellum tips it out. Tell you, when you can't get your scoring started, you've got to pick up the intensity on defense, and both these teams are doing that right now.
Yeah, I have to agree on what you said there, Preston, that both defenses are playing, they're hard working right now to get this competitive game going.
Emily Parrott trying to find an open player. It goes all the way up top. She's going to have to force a shot. McKnight launches, misses everything, and it's a shot clock violation. So another strong defensive stand by HU.
Yeah, that's just a good defensive series there for Coach Darby Maggard and the Foresters.
Someone's got to score to start this game, as we're about 2.5 minutes in. No baskets yet. Nelson inside to Raby. Sebo, great three-point shooter from the corner, misses it long. Rebound down to Gizzy. Isabella pushing the pace. Able to keep her pivot foot down, throws it out wide, right in front of the Huntington bench. That's freshly into the game, Reagan Pate. As she started a lot this season. Strong move inside by Parrott, up too strong. Rebound falls into the lap of Melby. 3 minutes gone, no baskets yet. Melby, Sebo, second chance, too long. Another rebound inside defensively, this time Mantala.
Somebody's got to score here on this opportunity.
Emily Parrott subbed in. She's got it now top of the key. Mantala just pulled down that board, now works against Raby. Back outside, Pate. Offense, little bit of a struggle here, and an offensive foul as it's another turnover. That time, Mantala goes right into the chest of Raby.
That was a good defensive play for Raby to get Mantala that charge there.
Back and forth we go. If you were looking for offense in this first quarter, not yet, as these two teams are really playing solid defense on both ends right now. So it's still 0-0 as the Foresters try to find a way to get the scoring started. Melby yet to take a shot, goes right back to Raby. Sebo's 0 for 2 from deep, drives in. Bailey Kellum, freshman from Garrett High School. Nelson's gonna try a 3, that's off the side, and falls down to McKnight.
There's been some good, decent shots so far between these two teams. They just need to get the competitive game going, just like number 40 there, Allie Madden did for St. Francis.
So Madden comes in on her first possession on offense, scores. She's averaging over 11 points per game off the bench. Melby, Euro step, and it's a jump ball, and the Foresters will gain possession. Melby will inbound it here. Raby with the catch. Kellum bumped, and she's called for not a travel. It was a blocking foul there on St. Francis. So Kellum draws the foul as Coach Jeremy Henney gets an early warning here by one of our officials. He thought maybe Kellum created the contact. Instead, it's the first foul of the day, and it goes on Reagan Pate. Melby through the lane. No open shots for her quite yet. Thought about one there. Raby, top of the key, fires a long one. She knocks it down.
That was just a good shot there for Olivia Raby. When she plays in the post, she can play about anywhere.
She's a great free throw shooter, and she's starting to add the long ball to her offensive game as well. Nice move inside. Left hand flip up and in by Parrott. It's a 4-3 advantage for the Cougars. So a little scoring going on here as we've got 7 combined points through the first 5 minutes of this matchup. Kellum, left hand dribble, nowhere to go. She goes right back to Nelson. Raby has the 3 points for the Foresters. Melby baseline, thought about a step back. Raby trying to go 2 for 2.
That's 2 3-pointers in a row for Olivia Raby there for the Foresters.
Awesome freshman. She came in with 0 makes from the 3-point line. She's already got 2 in the first 5.5 minutes.
She's got some talent.
Melby with a steal. HU trying to go on a run. Nice bounce pass. Nelson fouled, couldn't get the finish, but she'll head to the line. This Forester team right now is tenacious on defense, and now it's starting to lead to some offensive opportunities as well.
Sounds like Coach Darby Magger's got a good game plan going to start off the game for the Foresters.
Nelson went straight to the rim there. She was fouled by Parrott. Almost got that one to roll in, but it'll be 2 shots as she rims out the first. Nelson, we saw her explode in her collegiate debut against Indiana Tech. She had an awesome first game. Knocked in over 16 points. Great 3-point shooter, but has struggled from the line as she misses both of those there. Now at just around 50% from the charity stripe. Back the other way comes St. Francis. Catch inside, and running out of room there is Emily Parrott. As St. Francis right now just trying to find some rhythm offensively.
Yeah, right now they got 5 turnovers. That's not going to cut it there for Coach Jeremy Henney and the St. Francis Cougars.
Kellum, strong right-hand drive, goes all the way to the rim. Wild shot, and somehow gets it to go. Nice start for Kellum as she knocks down her first attempt of the afternoon, and the Foresters with a 4-point edge. HU really locking up on defense right now. 3 ball from Gizzy as she had some open space.
That was a good shot there by Gizzy to make that 3-point shot.
7.7 points per game for Isabella. Shoots the 3 at 32%. She's 1 for 1 now to start this game. Melby inside to Raby. Double team comes. Nelson fires another 3, and the Foresters are heating up. Nelson, exactly what we just talked about against Indiana Tech. Knocked down a handful of 3s. She's knocked down 1 today, and HU back up 4. Gizzy inside. Nice move and positioning there by Madden as she has her second basket. So the scoring starting to pick up here as HU leads by 2 with just under 3 minutes in this first quarter. Nelson inside to Raby. Good move across the lane, scores it plus the foul. Nice set there by Coach Darby Magger, drawing that back screen up across the lane for Raby. She finishes it plus the foul, and she's off to an awesome start, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. Olivia Raby's a good post player to have for Coach Darby Maggard, which that was a good and one opportunity for her at the free throw line, and also good game plan too.
Raby can't finish the 3-point play, and then Nelson called for over the back there. That's the Foresters' first. 4 on the Cougars so far. Still a 4-point advantage as we go back and forth here in the first quarter. Emily Parrott taking care of the basketball here for Coach Henney's side. She's able to find an open player in Fordyce. Drives baseline, no edge there in the corner. Nice move again as Madden's up to 6. She's leading the Cougars right now.
Sounds like it's going to be a post battle.
Those two going at it. Now a steal by Gizzy. Melby trying to run her down, and she scores it through the contact. And Gizzy has us tied up as she's up to 5 now. 13-13 as the Foresters hadn't turned it over much at all to start this game, but one of the first of the day costly. Raby shot fake to the rim. Straight up was Parrott, and that one goes off of Emily Parrott and stays with the Foresters. See Parrott holding her ground there as Raby was trying to draw the foul. Couldn't do so there. Melby in Hartsoe. Peyton fires in and out. That rebound falls down to Mantala. Hartsoe just can't get her shot going quite yet. 3 ball from the corner, and once again connecting. This time Reagan Pate. It's now a 3-point lead for the Cougars as the Foresters have led most of this first quarter. Melby and Kellum working together. Now Raby inside. Hartsoe drives to the right, throws one up. Couldn't get that one to go. It falls right into the hands of Gizzy, who starts the break. Bounce pass to the corner. Thinking about a shot was Mantala. Good defense by Raby. Now she'll take it. Falls down to the Foresters. Kellum rebounds it, and the foul on the Cougs.
That was on Fordyce there on the play for St. Francis with the foul.
Fordyce has her first of the afternoon, and the Foresters are now in the bonus as Kellum will have a chance to cut into this Cougars lead. See Fordyce just reaching in there after Kellum ripped down the rebound. Kellum, not the tallest of players, but does average right around 5 boards per game, as she's a shooting guard, point guard mix, I guess you could say. She also rebounds it well, which adds a lot of value to Coach Maggard's side. First free throw for Kellum is pure, as HU down just 2 now with a minute left in this first quarter. Kellum's second shot, a little long, rolls off, and rebounded by Mantala. She's starting to collect some rebounds for this Cougars side, as she's now up to 3. St. Francis started the game struggling on offense. Right now they're in a great rhythm. Another drive to the rim and an open alley for Mantala to score.
That was a good play by Mantala, driving up on that layup there for St. Francis.
35 seconds left in this first quarter. Started with no score for about the first 4.5 minutes. Now we've got baskets being traded back and forth between these two sides. Open 3 for Kellum. She connects again, and she is really starting to find that scoring rhythm that she had at Garrett High School.
Yeah, now she's cooking up the juice there for the Foresters.
Coming off a season high and career high 21 points, all-time leading scorer at Garrett. Last possession here as the Cougars control the ball. 3 on the shot clock. Pate blocked by Sebo, and the Foresters will trail by 1 as we head to the second quarter. Ross back and forth to end that first frame. And we are going to kick it to a commercial break and be right back for the second quarter on FTN Sports.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
Welcome back to Platt Arena. A very closely played first quarter between these two sides as both offenses really got going. You see some of our new camera angles here today as the Foresters are down 18-17 to start this second quarter. Inside and able to score it is Parrott. We'll show you the Crossroads League standings here in just a couple of moments. Right now, St. Francis 2-0 in the Crossroads League. Huntington at 1-1, looking to get over 500. Raby's had the hot hand. Nelson's made 1 3. Now she goes off the dribble. Laura Valiente in for the first time. Sebo's 3 is good, and the Foresters already have 5 makes from deep.
Yeah, they just need to get that hot hand going from the three-point arc.
20-20 now as these two teams had a slow start. Right now, they are both shooting it hot. Foresters over 50%, same with St. Francis. And right now, Parrott's going to work off the dribble as she's going to head to the line for 2 shots. Emily Parrott, not someone that you see be the strongest scorer on this Cougar side, but right now we see her going off the dribble and creating offense a lot of ways as she misses that first. Kellum just a little too aggressive as you see the replay there. But Parrott already today up to 4, and now you can make it 5. It's kind of how you have to win in the Crossroads League. You've got to find offense from maybe some players you don't always expect it out of. And right now, Parrott's doing just that for Coach Henney's Cougars.
Yeah, just like you said earlier, Preston, you got to find that right player to have to keep up in this competition here in the Crossroads League.
Well, right now the right player is Olivia Raby as she's got that left-hand post move working. We've seen her knock down a few threes, a couple of nice post moves with the right and left hand. She's in double digits already. Backdoor pass, Valiente takes it away. Lauda pushing the pace. Cross court, Sebo lines up a 3. Air ball's in and it's knocked out of play by Parrott. Foresters will keep possession. I'm sure many of you know this watching at home, but we'll tell you anyways. Lauda Valiente's sister plays on the St. Francis Cougars roster. Fatima Valiente, so those two from Spain. Of course, Lauda and Fatima went to high school in Carmel as Nelson can't get the roll. Falls right to Valiente. Perfect timing.
Yeah, that was a good play there for Laura Valiente there for that bucket there for Coach Darby Maggard.
Lauda, not a big scorer, but a great distributor. She's coming off a really nice game at Bethel where she dished out 4 assists. Already more points than she scored up in Mishawaka on Wednesday as another tough drive by the Cougars falls down into the hands of Fordyce, but it's knocked out, and HU has another possession. Really balanced scoring so far. Raby obviously leading the way with 10, Kellum with 6, but then you've got Nelson, Sebo, and Valiente throwing in a basket as well.
They all contribute for the Coach Darby Maggard.
Olivia Raby has made a couple of threes and also worked inside. Nelson goes to Melby. She's on a slow start so far. Wide open 3 again, this time from the corner from Sebo, left short. And the rebound falls down to Pate, but she's standing out of bounds, and Coach Henney wants to talk it over. So now we'll get a chance to show you the conference standings in the Crossroads League right now. Huntington looking up to St. Francis as they're 1-1 in Crossroads League play. Huntington also 1-1. They won their last game against Bethel. You see Marion, Indiana Wesleyan, and Goshen all 2-0, and a couple of long winning streaks for those teams up top. But, you know, Marion and Indiana Wesleyan are always strong teams, And of course, again this year, we see the same result.
Yeah, just the same result, but Marion and Indiana Wesleyan, they're just good everywhere in the sports industry, which that's very high competition for, like, example, Huntington, St. Francis, and all these rest of these Crossroads League teams to keep up with Marion and Indiana Wesleyan.
Of course, St. Francis, notoriously a really solid women's basketball program in this conference. And right now, they're off to a good start again this season. Raby goes out to Valiente. Doesn't shoot a ton of threes as she knew she missed that one. Tried to chase it down, but Mantilla collects the rebound. Emily Parrott has had a nice first quarter into the second. She works against Melby, knocked away, and Sebo has a steal. Melby with the good hands, trying to get her offense going now. Lauda Valiente to Raby. Lauda drives left, nowhere to go yet. Raby thought Melby might be in the corner, and instead she throws it out of bounds for a Forester's turnover.
Good ball movement there for Coach Darby Maggart. Didn't like the result there with the turnover.
A lot of times you do see that player stay in the short corner, but I think maybe Melby thought Raby would hand it off. Instead, it's a turnover, and turnovers haven't been a huge issue so far today for HU. They have 3 of them compared to St. Francis's 8.
Oh, gosh.
You want to win that battle if you can.
Take the turnover battle as you can, because that's going to win games.
Another chance inside for Madden. She was a really bright spot in that first quarter, and she's going to head to the free throw line as Raby picks up a personal. You know, Madden off the bench all 10 games this year. She had a season high 23 points first midway. She had 20 points against Taylor and Goshen. So right now, she's finding her rhythm offensively as she leaves that one short. See Madden using that footwork, and Raby maybe just connecting with the face of Madden. She does miss both free throws, so Raby escapes with the personal. Turnover once again as Valiente and Nelson weren't on the same page. Pate back the other way. 3-ball in transition is missed long, and Sebo pulls it down. Sebo, the best rebounder on this Forester team, averaging over 6 per game. Also a great shooter, but not quite in that same rhythm as we saw as last year yet. Melby uses the ball screen. Sebo has it now. She'll drive inside through the lane, left hand off the bottom of the rim. Pulled down once again by Fordyce. Gizzy thought about a 3, now shows off the handles in front of Melby. Right back to Fordyce. Open 3 for the Cougars, long, and Sebo pulls down another rebound. Really good look there for McKnight, just couldn't get it to fall. Forester's winning right now despite Gabi Melby not on the score sheet. See if that changes, and once again, Raby got a little too quick with her feet and turns it over for HU. (24-21), kind of back in a defensive battle here in the second quarter. St. Francis shooting 50%, 2 of 7 from downtown, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Huntington at 43%, 33% from downtown. And it looks like Raby may have just picked up her second foul. Actually, I think it's going to go on Emily Sebo. Yeah. Cougars will have it underneath. They've had some issues getting the ball in, and now they throw it deep to Pate. Fordyce goes to the corner. That's McKnight being defended by Sebo, and there's Raby's second as she tries to go through Madden to intercept.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Darby Maggart is going to get pulled Olivia Raby out of the game.
Can't risk one of your best players picking up a third here before the halftime break. So Bailey Kellum comes in. Foresters go a little smaller. Nelson guards Madden. She works to the right side, and that's been her favorite spot today. Madden just an offensive weapon off the bench for Coach Henney as she continues to work in the post against whoever's guarding her for HU. Kellum hands it off to Nelson, who has it now. Forrester's getting deep in the shot clock, 10 left on it. Melby, no separation for her. Nelson's gonna have to fire here. 3 on the shot clock, spin move, can't get the roll, and Sebo rebounds and picks up a foul on Chloe McKnight.
That's what the Foresters needed there, is that offensive rebound opportunities that they can get.
Nothing will make a coach more upset than playing 29 seconds of great defense and then giving up an offensive rebound, as Coach Henney pulls out McKnight here. Hartsoe will inbound it for the Foresters. Melby trying to get her offensive rhythm going. Goes behind the back, knocked away. Loose ball out to Fordyce. Taylor stopped by Peyton Hartsoe for a moment. Can't get the second chance to drop in there off the rim. And HU once again will somehow hold on to the lead right now, Ross.
Yeah, they keep on trucking.
Kellum starting to heat up as she knocks down her second 3. And Bailey Kellum right now is almost into double digits once again. And this would be her 4th or 5th straight game, I'd have to look again, in a row with double digits. And that is exactly why Coach Darby Maggard recruited her to come in and score the basketball.
Yeah, kudos to Coach Darby Maggard getting that special recruiter from Garrett High School. She can shoot about anywhere. She can shoot about like Steph Curry range or something like that.
This would be her 6th straight game in double digits with her next basket, so we would expect her to get there. And, you know, Kellum had a really slow start. She wasn't shooting it well, and still the percentages don't look great, but they have been skyrocketing as of late.
As she travels there.
Maybe a little too excited to get to those double-digit mark
Yeah.
already in this first half, but you've got to be pleased if you're Coach Maggard so far to stick with really a powerhouse on the women's side in St. Francis throughout the years.
Yeah, you got to be a good coach to get good recruits. So that's how Coach Darby Maggard coaches the game of basketball.
Kellum looked like she blocked the shot of Parrott, but Parrott did draw a foul. She'll head back to the charity stripe, her second trip there today. And Kellum now has 2 fouls as there's still 3:29 left in this first half.
I say you're getting your good players in foul trouble, which the bench has got to step up here for the Foresters.
St. Francis, a heavy guard team, and they continue to struggle from the free throw line as Parrott can't knock that one down. Right now, 1 for 6 on their free shots this afternoon. Parrott does knock in the second. Something to watch throughout the rest of this game. Both these teams struggling right now from the free throw line, and if Huntington were knocking down their shots, they could be pulling away. If St. Francis flipped the script, they might be ahead.
Like my parents always tells me, free throw wins games when it comes to close games.
Nelson airballs that one, and Valiente knocked it out of play. So now St. Francis has a chance to cut into the lead or tie it with a basket here. Fun matchup between these two sides right now. Parrott works with Gizzy. Madden trying to get positioning inside. Long 2, rattles in and out. Madden's there to clean it up.
Yeah, that was a good offensive rebound opportunity there for Madden to score there for St. Francis.
Foresters don't have an answer right now for Madden as she continues to knock in those easy baskets inside. Melby pushes it right. Valiente now doing the ball handling. Inside to Nelson. Gabi Melby working against Gizzy. Played great defense here in this first half. Melby goes to Valiente, who saves it to Sebo. She launches a long one. No good. Rebound falls down to Madden. Mantelo was trying to get another one there, but thankfully for the Cougars, it fell for them. Emily Parrott also having a nice first half working against Laura Valiente. Now Gizzy has it, knocked inside. Foresters with another steal. They have numbers if they push. Melby wants a 3 in transition, and you can count it.
Gabi Melby's now she's starting to cook after having 0 points in the first quarter.
And she hasn't shot it until right there with 1:40 left in this first half. Melby's first shot averaging right around 20 shots per game, as now she has a steal. Melby pushing it back the other way. Hartsoe slows it down. See if Melby just needed that one shot to go to start heating up, as Sebo has one too many steps. She did make the shot, but it won't count. You know, basketball has shifted to 3 balls in transition now. Valiente was leading the break. She had Nelson to her left. Instead, as we see in all the basketball games nowadays, Melby leaks out to the 3-point line, gets a wide open shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot there by Gabi Melby and getting that game plan going for Coach Darby Maggard.
Working inside, can't finish with the left, but getting her second chance to go is Emily Parrott. She's already over her season average in this first half. Up to 8 points, as she's been working really as a post player inside as a guard. Tegan Akers getting some minutes here with some foul trouble for HU. Valiente drives left. Hartsoe needs one to go. Can't get it to fall. Akers kept it alive, but Gizzy pulls it away. Coach Henney wants a timeout with 37.5 seconds left, 22 on the shot clock. And he'll draw a play up to see if the Cougars can tie or take the lead heading into the halftime break. Ross, what have you seen so far that the Foresters have done well enough to stay ahead of the pace?
Defense, because they took that charge there. That changed their whole momentum and switched things around, getting their shots off pretty good, and that's just simple as that.
And Coach Henney drawing up one last play here. I guess they could have another possession, but 15-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. We'd think HU would probably hold for the last shot. We will have Coach Darby Maggard joining us right at the halftime break, so make sure you stick around to hear what Coach Darby has to say about her team's effort in the first half. I would assume she'd be fairly pleased so far, but coaches are awfully hard on their team, and we'll see what she has to say in just a few moments. 37.5 seconds left in this first half. These two teams just separated between 2 points so far. Trying to go high-low are the Cougars. Forrester shut it down. Gizzy goes right back to Madden, and she scores again.
She's probably going to, Coach Darby Maggard is going to probably talk about how can we stop Madden right now.
That's the player they need to stop, as she has been a force right now. 5 for 5 from the field, all inside for 10 points. Melby launches another 3, can't get it to go. Rebound down to Madden. One final shot here if St. Francis can push it. Parrott late in the shot clock and throws up a floater and in. And the Cougars will take the lead with them to the halftime, and we'll have Coach Maggard join us right now as her team trails by 2. Coach, it was a back and forth first half there. Your team really solid defensively, but then the Cougars kind of got it started going. What does your team need to go back to get some more stops?
Yeah, I mean, once they settle in, obviously St. Francis is a really good basketball team. So both teams came out and couldn't really score in the first 3-4 minutes of the game, which is unusual for both squads. But I think as long as we make their baskets tough, I think we're going to have a shot. They got a couple that were really easy, like easy putbacks, got them feeling good. And so if we can limit those easy baskets, I think that we put ourselves in a really good position.
We've seen Gabi Melby have a tremendous year this year. Only 2 shots in that first half. Is it a game plan to get her more involved in the second half, or do you like the rhythm so far offensively?
Yeah, I think obviously she's our leading scorer, and so we want to get her some looks. But St. Francis does a really good job of making it hard for her to catch the ball, and so we gotta set really good screens, and we've got to make sure that we get her open. But she has a really good feel. It is an elite point guard that understands that as the game comes to her, she's gonna get her looks. It'll be okay.
Sounds good. Thank you, Coach, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
The Cougars up 2 as we head to the halftime break. We'll take a break with them and be right back on FDN Sports for the second half.
Carter Vandermeer and Kent Yoder. Let's give them a round of applause. The women's team entered the competition as the 12th seed.
Bippa State Bank is a cornerstone of the community. Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
I tried out for the high school musical my senior year, and I got the lead. On opening night, the show was going great until a set malfunction occurred, where a brick fell 18 feet and landed on my leg. My acting career was over. I could never get on stage again. Most I could be was a high school director. I want to warn you, for those of you who don't make it, quit any pursuit of acting. I have a reputation, and you should find a different dream. For those of you who do make it, don't mess up.
Okay, usually there's not such a good crowd on opening night, but good job in the first act. Okay, but you're up in 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get a move on.
My lady, you are as beautiful as a flower, as upstanding as a tower. Why won't you be mine?
Mr. Proud, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not defined by what Martin Mann thinks of me. Well, what do you think, Dr. Jacobson? What do you think, Dr. Jacobson?
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of our 7 BP convenience stores. And when you do, I expect you will experience hometown excellence in the cleanest and friendliest convenience stores in your community. Please also consider visiting JJ Java for the best cup of coffee in town, or JJ's Pit Stop for a quick, no appointment necessary professional oil change. Also, if you ever need a clean and efficient environment in which to do laundry, JJ's washroom is ready to serve you.
miracle causes more pain. You say what's up, it says don't try. You say hello, I say yeah. Call me a doc, I'm going insane. Goodbye forever. Goodbye forever. Goodbye forever. See you tomorrow. Quit you knock, knocking at my door. Gotta work in the morning and it's almost 4. Will you ever leave me and quit coming back for more? When I look out the window, you're kneeling on the floor. It's pathetic, the way you're begging, while I'm waiting for the sedative to set in. So on your way, you should be heading, 'cause mine is not the type of love that's meant to go to waste, no. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. So quit you knocking at my door. It should have been over when you said that you were done with me, but you went on your own and now you can finally see that the other guys might have the looks and fancy keys, but you know nobody's gonna love you better than me. It's pathetic, the way you're begging, while I'm waiting for the sedative to set in. So on your way, you should be heading, 'cause mine is not the type of love that's meant to go to waste, no. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. So quit you knocking at my. I need to know, do you think about me when you fall asleep? Am I living in your dreams like you've been doing to me on the low? It is time for you to go, 'cause I have better things to do than talk to you. So quit you knocking at my door.
Just about ready for the second half between St. Francis and Huntington University. A back and forth affair in the first half. It is a 32-30 advantage for St. Francis. But in that first half, Huntington forced 11 Cougar turnovers. HU did turn it over a lot at the end of that first half, 8 times total. And that's kind of the difference right now, is those turnovers at the end of the half that push St. Francis over the top.
Yeah, whoever comes out with the turnover battle with less turnovers will win this game.
Right now, St. Francis winning despite having 3 more turnovers. Their offense got going. It was a slow start for both teams. But right now, we are locked in a close one. We want to give a shout out to some special people on our broadcast today. You've seen Ross and I on camera. Today we've got something a little special. We've got a camera that will show you our crew in the back. Take a look at that. I think Ryan Holzapple is sitting in there along with Sadie, and we've got Courtney, Elliott, Josh, Adam Widener, and Carson. Saw him last night at Chava's even. He's been a busy guy these last couple of days as this crew has been awesome for us all year long. You don't see their faces often, but they're the only reason that Ross and I can bring you a wonderful broadcast inside of Platt Arena. Huntington giving these students opportunities a lot of students don't get. I was lucky enough to get some of those chances at Ball State University, but Huntington University's right up there in their broadcast program right now and really turning the corner and becoming somewhere that students will want to come and broadcast or, I guess, produce sports in different ways, direct broadcast, and even some athletes like Courtney Grimm getting involved and something special happening at Huntington, and we'll see if the Foresters can make it an even happier broadcast with a win here in this second half.
I just want to shout out to all the crew in there in the control room because they do a good job, and they put a lot of effort into this. They've been doing this in class all week just to prep for these last two games that we have here.
Yep, before Christmas break. We're getting close to that for the college students, as Huntington is getting talked to by their head coach, Darby Maggard. They led by 5 in that first half, but St. Francis pulled right back, and right now it's a 2-point lead for the Cougars. We have the men's game up next, as Huntington has struggled in the men's conference so far, which is a surprise to a lot of people. And the Cougars men's side 2-0, so that'll be a battle as well as we finish up this first game that we have in store for you. It'll be the starters for St. Francis out there and the starters as well for Huntington. HU shoots 39% in the first half, made 7 threes, but 21 attempts, and 54% for the Cougars as we get this second half started. Sebo being guarded closely. She goes to Melby. Sebo has it, drives baseline, nowhere to go with it. Cross the lane. Hartso throws one up, and she gets it to roll in.
That was a good play there by Peyton Hartso there to get that bucket there for the Foresters.
Hartso, one of the shortest players probably in the Crossroads League. That time goes right over the tallest defender, or a taller defender, and gets the basket. Gizzy drives left, picks up her dribble, goes back outside. Mantala, tough drive through the middle, no foul called, and able to stick it home was McKnight. So back to a 2-point advantage for the Cougs. Raby working hard in the post, double teamed. Hartso wants a 3, leaves it short. Gizzy pulls it down. Hartso just can't find that stroke right now from behind the arc. That's something that we saw her do a lot in the first scrimmage of the year, as the left hand hook shot's good from Mantala.
Looks like both teams are starting off competitive to start the second half.
Cougars have a lot of players that can hurt you right now. They're finding scoring from several different options. Sebo off the dribble, she's fouled as a hand check's called there on Taylor Fordyce.
Yeah, Fordyce did not give enough space in between Sebo and Fordyce there on that foul.
That's been emphasized for officials this year. A lot of hand fouls called throughout this early season. Kellum on the curl, back out to Raby. Olivia puts it on the floor, and there's another one of those touch fouls, that time by Mantala.
That's going to be a problem here between these two teams, is giving that space for their opportunity to make that move.
See if Huntington keeps trying to fight through these defenders, maybe get to the free throw line and climb back into this game where they're down 4. Kellum catches out behind the 3-point line. Hartso dribbles right. Inside Raby. Double comes. Raby knocks down the fender. Hartso drives in. Another chance for Raby. Long 2, up and good, and she has found that stroke on her jump shot in this basketball game. Assist to Peyton Hartso. Another basket for Raby. She leads the way for the Foresters with 12. Fordyce spin move, throws it out to Pate in the corner. Reagan being defended well by Melby. Great job by Gabi staying right on Pate. McKnight now against Kellum. Double team comes and a jump ball called, and the Foresters create another turnover. Actually, it looks like it's going to stick with St. Francis there.
It more looked like a travel there to me from my own perspective, but they called it a jump ball.
I thought the possession arrow was for the Foresters, but it is St. Francis. HU started with the ball to begin the second half. Late on the shot clock, Pate's blocked. Raby pulls it down, and another foul on Mantala as Raby was able to collect that loose ball.
Looks like Madden's coming into the game for the Cougars.
Madden was a lot to handle for the Foresters in the first half. She's already into double digits. 6 for 6 from the field, 12 points, 3 rebounds to add to it. HU down 2 here, 36-34. Kellum, the freshman, having another nice afternoon. Raby goes quick left side, can't get the roll. Perfect move, just couldn't get the finish. Emily Parrott working with McKnight. Cross-court pass. Pate's open for a moment. Misses it long, gets her own miss. Bounce pass inside to Madden and just couldn't connect there as St. Francis turns it over. It's a good idea, just not enough space for Madden to separate from Raby. 7 minutes left in this third quarter. HU trying to get their second conference win of the young season. Melby, 15-foot range, left it short as she was a little indecisive taking that shot. McKnight against Sebo, picks up her dribble. Emily doing a good job on defense. Now they go to Madden. Madden, Raby flops there and not gonna get the call that time as Madden knocks in another basket. See the referee calling the flopping call there as Melby tries going baseline. Good defense behind the back, creates space and nearly flipped it in from the other side, but the foul is gonna be on the floor. And that's exactly what we were talking about, these fouls on St. Francis. Now the Foresters only 1 foul away from shooting in the bonus the rest of this quarter. Kellum working with Melby again. They'll go inside to Olivia Raby. She goes right side, loses her balance. Madden picks up the miss. Chance for St. Francis to take their largest lead of the afternoon here. Gizzy goes to her strong left. Melby called for the reach. That's the first on the Foresters here in the third quarter. And just the first on Gabi Melby. So no foul trouble for her, but Raby does have 2. And Kellum has 2, so something to watch for HU the rest of the way. Lob inside. Melby came on the backside, couldn't steal it away, and Parrott gets the second effort to go, and that is the largest lead of the afternoon for St. Francis.
Yeah, St. Francis has got that upper tempo going compared to what Huntington's having right now.
Raby back inside, and St. Francis creates another turnover. Madden slows it down, goes out top. Parrott was open for a moment, throws it inside, and instead it's a better option for McKnight, and it's an 8-point advantage as St. Francis has come out hot here in this second half.
Yeah, they got the hot tempo going compared to what Huntington's having right now.
So HU, a couple more turnovers have hurt them, and McKnight had the answer there. We talked about Parrott being wide open for a 3. Decides to kick it inside, and McKnight knows exactly where she is on the floor and sneaks it in. She's had a quiet afternoon so far, 4 points, but she does average over 14 points per game. 8 games in double digits this year, so when she gets a chance around the basket, she usually is finishing the play. Coach Maggard talking to her team in the huddle right now. It was Coach Henney that took the timeout. It is also an interesting strategy. Your team is on a big run, you take a timeout. We see Coach Corey Alford do that on the men's side as well. Maybe just to kind of calm his team down and send a second wave to push this run a little further for his side.
Yeah, of course, for St. Francis's coach, Jeremy Henney, he may be getting that little tempo, give these players an extra breath or two.
It has been back and forth here in this third quarter. The pace definitely picking up for both sides. It's a 10-4 advantage right now in the third quarter for St. Francis. They've pushed that lead to 8, and right now they're feeling awfully comfortable on the offensive end. See if HU has a couple of answers left, as they'll need to get their rhythm going again offensively. Foul called on St. Francis here as Kellum slowed down and McKnight ran her over. Kellum's going to go to the line.
Yeah, St. Francis got a lot of players with either 2 or 3 personal fouls.
So Kellum slowed down right in front of McKnight, and Chloe was unable to slow down. Kellum is going to have 2 shots here. Freshman trying to get into double digits. First one up and in, and now she's got 6 straight games scoring 10 or more, and that's a promising sign for Coach Maggard and the Forester fans. Puts that one home as well. It's now a 6-point lead for the Cougs. Parrott still running the point for St. Francis. Gizzy in there with Madden. And they've got Pate as well. Bounce pass inside. Madden finally misses her first shot. Raby able to get the board. Controls it up to Melby. Good transition defense, but Kellum pulls and hits.
Yeah, that's a good 3-point shot there for Bailey Kellum.
Kellum is a confident freshman right now. She is starting to lead the way for this Forester team offensively, and she is the leading scorer now with 14. Good defense by HU, and Hartsoe creates a loose ball, picks it up. Melby once again. Hartsoe for a 3. Got it!
Looks like HU's getting that comfortable lead going there, and now we're tied up here.
8-0 run answered back from HU after the Jeremy Henney timeout. 42-0 with 4 minutes left in this third quarter, and Hartsoe needed that 3-ball to go badly. Kellum going to be called for a hand check there as Parrott keeps doing a nice job getting these Foresters in foul trouble. That's Kellum's 3rd, and we'll see if Coach Maggard wants to make a change. She'll do just that as Annika Nelson will come in for Bailey Kellum. That's the 2nd team foul on HU, 5 against St. Francis. Gizzy drives left against Sebo. Good footwork, can't get it to go. Sebo pulls it down. HU has a chance to take a lead. Melby once again pushing the pace. Nelson will slow it down. Raby faces up, drives left with the left, and puts the Foresters ahead.
That was a good play there by Olivia Raby. Spin move, scoop and score there.
HU up 44-42, a 10-0 run now for the home team.
Surprised about St. Francis not taking the timeout.
Parrott tries to answer. Hartsoe fouled her as Parrott's using that size advantage inside against some of these Forester guards. Hartsoe doing the best she can, maybe just using too much of her upper body to try to stop Parrott. And Emily's going to head back to the free throw line where she's 2 for 4 on the day, now 2 for 5, and the struggles from some of these free shots continue to be an issue as now St. Francis only 2 for 7 on the day. And now 2 for 8 as Parrott misses both.
That could be the difference of this ball game, just making your free throws. That's crucial.
So the run still alive here for HU as they've scored the last 10. Raby catches it, can't face up this time. Now she does. Working against Madden. Hartsoe tried to back cut. Melby drives baseline, spin move, nice play. Can't get the ball to roll in though, as she had everything but the finish. Melby's still quiet, but it's the other Foresters picking up the pace. Left side drive, 3-ball from the corner, and there's the answer for St. Francis as Mantala continues her nice afternoon.
Yeah, Mantala's having a good game so far for St. Francis.
Cougars back ahead as the Foresters and St. Francis continue to trade blows. Melby's fouled on her way, and she'll have 2 free throws. A little slow to get up, not what you want to see. She was a great player last year as a sophomore for HU, but battled injuries. This year she stayed healthy, and she's been the most impactful Forester, averaging 20.7 points per game.
Yeah, she is pretty impactful for the Foresters.
See that foul there? It went on Emily Parrott. That's her second. Melby at the line for the first time today, misses the first.
That's a rare miss from the free throw line by Gabby Melby.
Yeah, she shoots right around 87% from the free throw line on the year. Does knock down the second. We're back to even 45 all with 2:20 left in the third quarter. This is exactly what you expect out of Crossroads League basketball, Ross.
Yeah, it's all competitive. It could be a slobber knocker too, so.
Gizzy throws it out wide. McKnight drives to the lane. Another open 3 for Mantala. Leaves this one short. Rebound, Gizzy. 3-ball, McKnight, and that one goes down.
It's all about the competition, where you can shoot and make it.
So McKnight knocks down a 3. Her offense is starting to pick up as she's up to 7. HU's battled back in this third, though. Nelson wants to try to tie it up. Can't get the roll, and a foul's called on Sebo as Fordyce pulled down another rebound. You know, Nelson has been a very good shooter this year, but this afternoon she has struggled to shoot it from deep. Coming into today, 47% from behind the arc. A little lower than that today as she continues to struggle from deep, now just 1 for 5.
I say you're going to have your good days and you're going to have your bad days.
Good defense by Melby. Nearly a jump ball created. Backing it out is Fordyce. Mantala works off the dribble against Raby. She throws up a right-handed shot and gets it to fall as she goes to the deck. 5-point lead as St. Francis has stretched it back out here. Nelson thought about a 3, backs it out. Raby now off the dribble. Nelson again. Harso inside Raby. She's got the advantage. Swings it to Melby. No foul called, and it's going to stay with HU.
That was a good defensive opportunities between these two teams. Fighting, getting aggressive there.
Raby was trying to swing it to an open Melby, but it was deflected by a couple of Cougars and then knocked out. HU will have 9 to work with on the shot clock. Melby off the dribble, heading right. Valiente's got to launch one up. It's long. Rebound falls down to the Cougars, but a travel called on Mantala.
That was a crucial mistake there by Metalia there, getting that travel violation.
And you could see Raby go up as if she was going to rebound, but she didn't want to be called for over the back. So she kind of took the pressure off of Mantala. And now Melby's called for a foul, so it'll be Cougars ball anyways. So a mistake on the inbound play there by HU. Back the other way come the Cougars as they try to pull a little bit away. Loose ball as Valiente picks it up. She has it again now. Valiente working with Melby, Nelson, Raby, and in the corner, Sebo.
I say they're looking to get one shot off here.
See if HU can take some momentum with them in the fourth quarter. Sebo to Melby, wide open 3, can't connect. Down to Valiente. Rebound pulled out of there by Fordyce. It'll be a 5-point lead as we head into the fourth. So HU gets a turnover at the end, can't get the answer, and right now they'll have to work hard in that fourth quarter to come back and win this ball game.
Yeah, it's all going to be all about the competition that they got to fight this dogfight out.
So we have seen a lot of Bailey Kellum this year, and already today she's leading the way, 14 points for the freshman. Last year, 21 Alive Girls Basketball Player of the Year. She had some McDonald's All-American looks. She was a hot commodity as a recruit in the area, and Darby Maggard has struck gold as she's really started to pick up the pace as a college scorer now. We talk about how amazing she was in high school. She's now starting to do those same things here in college, and what a find it's been for this Forrester coaching staff.
Yeah, that's a good recruiting between Darby Maggard and Bailey Kellum with that connection going. Darby must have told her, saying, hey, you want to play Forrester basketball for me? And then Kellum goes, yes, ma'am, I would love to play for you.
Yeah, Darby Maggard is someone I think a lot of players will want to play for. She was an amazing collegiate basketball player at the highest level throughout her time as a college basketball player. She is one of the only, I think it's the only college basketball player in the women's basketball side to have 400 threes and 600 assists. So she was able to get it done, scoring it and passing it, and we're seeing Bailey Kellum kind of play that way as well, especially over the last few weeks. Kellum right back in there as HU will try to fight back, down 5 points with 10 minutes to go on the clock. Valiente to Sebo. Nelson had Raby open for a moment. Double team comes for St. Francis. Kellum pulls it back. She thought about the three, now dumped in. Raby has a size advantage. It's blocked away as Mantala held her ground. Gizzy pushes it right back at that Forrester defense, now throws it out wide to McKnight. Emily Parrott has been a weapon against some of these guards for HU off the dribble. Not a lot of three-point shooting, but she's done a lot of inside work. Corner three, McKnight misses it long. Nelson pulls it out of there. That corner three has been the Cougars' friend over these last several possessions. They keep getting open looks in the bench, or their three-point corner right in front of their bench, as Nelson can't answer with one of her own. HU getting a lot of open looks, but right now just not falling throughout the last few minutes of gameplay. Gizzy hasn't shot it a lot, gets Raby in the air, bounces it out to Mantala as she's bumped but loses it directly out of bounds. And Mantala now down on the floor. She's a little slow to get up, holding that right hand. That's going to force Jeremy Henney to take Mantala out and put Madden back in. You're not really losing much there because Madden's been such a weapon inside.
Yeah, Madden has been always a good weapon inside that post. That was the struggle for the Huntington in the first half and also here in the second half.
Valiente right now running the point with Gabi Melby taking a break next to some of the assistant coaches on the Forrester bench. Valiente gets inside, loses the ball, somehow flips it up to Kellum, and she throws up a floater off glass. Tough shot.
That was a tough shot there for Kellum.
That's what she can do, though, get the ball in her hands close to the basket. There's a good chance she'll put it in there as a foul's called here on HU, and Parrott's headed back to the free throw line. That foul's going to go on Valiente as she was beat by Parrott. Parrott today really has struggled from the free throw line as she does knock that one in. Before that, she was just 2 of 6, now 3 of 7. And St. Francis can forget about their free throw woes if they make most of them in this fourth quarter, and they did just that. See that foul before Parrott knocks down the 2. Back in front by 5 are the Cougars. Raby battling for position against Madden. Nelson a long ways from the hoop. Annika goes to Sebo, who drives left. Open three for Valiente. Finally gets one to go. Not known as a three-point shooter is Lara Valiente. Only 20% from deep on the year, but a big shot there to pull the Foresters back within 2. Good play now on defense by Valiente as she picks up the loose ball. She's pushing the pace, feeling comfortable, and now she has a 2-point basket to tie it up.
Yeah, she's getting that confidence going.
52-52, Lara Valiente on a personal 5-0 run, and Madden is going to be called for an offensive foul.
Man, for the Foresters are getting on that run there.
HU has had a 10-0 run, and now they've had a 5-0 run to tie the game up at 52-all. And Lara Valiente, not known as a scorer, but she's pulled her team right back into this ball game with 7 minutes to play. Nelson goes back out to Valiente. They're working hard to get it inside to Raby. Madden's playing great defense. Raby goes baseline corner. Sebo takes a three, misses it long. Kellum kept it alive and now has it here. Drives left, flips it up. She's fouled. Parrott's going to be called for the personal, and Kellum's back to the free throw stripe.
So that's Parrott's third, and Kellum just did an amazing job driving that in and causing that foul to happen.
Kellum has really started to light it up over these last few weeks. As we mentioned, 6 straight double-digit games now, coming off a career-high 21 against Bethel. She's up to 17 today, so she's trying to go back-to-back games with a career high.
Let's see that happen.
That would definitely help the Foresters if she can continue to score at this clip. Knocks both of them down. HU back ahead. It's a 7-0 run for HU. And this game, and really any game, is a game of runs. But right now, this is drastic. One team goes on a 10-0 run. St. Francis answers with a 7-0 run. And now right back at you with the Foresters.
Yeah, those two teams, they're just getting those runs with good opportunities and good shots.
So Foresters will battle hard on the defensive end now with Parrott trying to take care of the ball. They've got Madden inside against Raby. Can't go to her yet. Cross-court pass, 3-ball for Mantala, and she's fouled. And she'll head to the stripe for 3 free shots. And that is not what you want to do defensively if you're the Foresters.
No, that was a bad foul there to commit there for Annika Nelson.
And definitely a foul as she did not give Mantala a chance to land there. Nelson just goes straight into the shooter. And they're actually not going to give this a shooting foul. They're going to say that Mantala was landed before the contact. I don't know about that one.
I don't know either. Maybe the officials might have to take a look at that.
Well, it's too late now as they started play back up. Mantala looked like she was fouled on a 3-point shot. Instead, HU may have just dodged a bullet. Good play inside, but missing the bunny. Getting it right back's Parrott. She's blocked by Raby and a foul called. And maybe a little makeup call there.
Yeah, that was definitely a makeup call there. That should have been a clean block, clean as day.
Raby got nothing but the ball, but at the end of the day, St. Francis did deserve 3 free throws. Instead, they'll just get 2, and sometimes you see that. We're not saying that is on purpose, but you wonder watching sometimes. The officials maybe know they made a mistake. Yeah. Let's give one back, and they just did that.
That was definitely a makeup call there by the officiating crew.
Parrott will have another chance at the charity stripe. She gets the roll there. Now 5 for 11 at the line are the Cougars. 6 of 11 for HU. Parrott has made her last 4, though. She's the leading scorer now for the Cougars, up to 16, having a great game coming in, averaging only 7.5 on the year. Back to a tie ball game as Raby is on the bench now with those fouls. Melby back into the game. She goes to Sebo, who launches a deep one and connects.
Man, Sebo's getting there on that senior leadership there for Huntington.
She's had a cold day shooting it, but the biggest shot of the afternoon so far goes down. Sebo 2 for 8 from deep. She's now got 6. Madden has an opportunity inside. Gizzy launches a 3, and she ties it up. Back and forth we go inside Platt Arena with 5.5 minutes left. Kellum fouled as McKnight maybe in the cylinder there, called for the push. That's 3 fouls now on the guest from Fort Wayne and 3 on the home team, the Foresters as well. That's 3 on McKnight as well, as that's really the only foul trouble that St. Francis has at the moment. Melby works hard to get open. Kellum, and now Sebo has another chance for 3, misses that one long, and it falls out of play. Cougars will get it right back. Can't argue with the looks, though. The Foresters are getting each possession. It seems like they have an open 3, and they've shot it okay today at 34%, but man, you knock down a few more of those, and this game could be completely different.
Yeah, they've been looking for good shot opportunities, and they just haven't been falling.
Parrott working against Kellum, 2 number 1s battling. Parrott doesn't have her dribble here, trying to find an open player. McKnight frees her way up. 6 on the shot clock, working against Laura Valiente, and she double dribbled. Back-to-back turnovers. And now the Foresters get the ball back. Ross, this game's got everyone on the edge of their seat right now.
Yeah, this could be a magical ending, I guess you would say.
Could see if the Foresters will come out on top or if St. Francis will keep rolling in the Crossroads League. Sebo to Valiente. Now Melby has it. Hasn't shot it a lot this year, or today, and it's another turnover from Nelson. That's the second time those two have not been on the same page. It's just those costly turnovers that could really come down to bite one of these teams at the end.
It would be a nail biter.
McKnight up to Gizzy. 4 minutes left in this game. Mantilla drives right, just kept her pivot foot down, and then Parrott missed an easy shot. Melby to Kellum. She launches one in transition. No good. Long rebound down to Gizzy. She's trying to go right to the hoop, and not a terrible foul there from Valiente to slow down the pace.
Yeah, not a terrible foul there. They just wanted the Foresters just to slow down a little bit.
So Valiente goes out with her second foul. Olivia Raby back in, as she'll probably be in for the last 4 minutes. She's got 3 fouls. So does Kellum. Trying to get this ball in bounds is Parrott. She lobs it in. Gizzy catches. Works to her strong left hand. Kellum plays great defense and forces a bad miss. One of these teams has to come away with a win, but man, these two could play all day long, Ross, and it'd be entertaining.
Yes, they can.
It has been down to these final 3 minutes. Raby's got an opening inside. Thought about going to her right. Kellum steps back and knocks down another tray.
That's a good opportunity with that 3-point shot there for Kellum.
She is feeling extremely confident now as she has tied her career high, and Coach Henney needs a timeout. 3:20 remaining. Foresters up 3 points.
All I can say is this is a Crossroads League competitive matchup today here at Platt Arena.
And the Foresters last year, Ross, 5-13 in Darby's first year within the Crossroads League. You get a win like this. This is a program-boosting win. I mean, this is a top team in the Crossroads League year in and year out. Extremely competitive team. And if the Foresters come in here today with a ton of minutes from 4 or 5 freshmen and can find a way to win on their home court, this team's momentum and confidence just boosts to a next level.
Oh, yeah, absolutely there, Preston. I have to agree with you on that. Like what you said about St. Francis, they're a good team. But Darby's side, they're very young, which that's good competitiveness for them. Win or lose here, Coach Darby Maggard should be satisfied with her team today.
43 points today from freshmen for the Huntington Foresters out of the 60. And on the other side, I mean, Coach Henney's team has played fairly well. They have 17 turnovers, but they're shooting right around 50%. They've made 7 less threes than Huntington, and that's a big difference in points right now. And
it's a huge difference.
Yeah, 21 points, difference from the 3-point line. But the Foresters had an answer on that last possession with Kellum. We have seen St. Francis answer right back, and we'll see if they can do just that with 3:20 left in this game. If you guys can notice at home, Gabi Melby is back in the game, but she does have that right knee wrapped a little bit, so something to keep an eye on as Sebo almost caused a turnover. St. Francis was looking for another corner three.
Looks like they weren't getting that opportunity there.
McKnight will throw it in. Parrott has it. Working against Annika Nelson. Raby's got to be careful inside against Madden. Nowhere to go. Long throw over to the right side, and a 12-footer goes as the answer comes from Pate. She's been quiet in the second half, but when you need a big basket, she's got the opportunity to sneak it in, averaging 6.5 on the year. She's up to 5. Raby, hard post inside, can't get the shot to go. Gizzy grabs the miss. Gizzy always ready to push the pace. Doesn't shoot it a lot, though, as she'll reset with Parrott. Foresters looking for a strong defensive stand. Madden battling with Raby. They can't get it inside yet. Now they do on the second chance. Madden still in the paint. Works the up and under and scores it off glass. So a 1-point advantage with 2 minutes left as this game continues to sway back and forth. See where the Foresters go now. Kellum's been the answer. Inside Raby, she's got 2 players on her. Sebo wide open, left it short. Rebound down to McKnight. Another good set for HU, just the 3 ball not falling. St. Francis trying to work some clock and get a good look. Raby fronting Madden. They go over to Gizzy. She works against Sebo. Thought about launching a 3. Double team against Madden. Raby called for a foul, as that's the 4th on her and the 4th on the team here in the 4th quarter. A lot of 4s.
Yeah, a lot of 4s there. Now you got to be very careful if you're Olivia Raby.
So that is actually the 5th, on Huntington. So that's going to put Madden at the line as she makes the first. 2-point advantage now with 1:30 left in the game. Madden, second one good, and after the free throw struggles in the first half, the St. Francis side has tightened it up as Madden continues to put her teammates and coaching staff and the whole team on her back with 18 points. HU down 3. Kellum behind the back. She goes in, left hand, couldn't get it to go, but she is going to head to the line for 2 shots.
I said that's McKnight's 4th here for the Cougars.
So McKnight with 4, Raby with 4 for HU as McKnight tried to stay straight up, but Kellum created the contact. She does miss the free throw there. Costly miss for Kellum, but still a chance to make it a 2-point game, and with her next point, she'll have a career high. 21 on the day, and now 22. HU needs a stop.
Now it's time to play defense here if you're Coach Darby Maggard.
Think about that first 5 minutes of defensive tenacity that the Foresters produce. They need 1 defensive possession like that right now to have a chance to tie or take the lead.
Hey, defense wins championships, so if they can play defense here, they'll win this ball game.
We'll see if they can do that. First, Coach Henney wants a timeout to draw up his best set, as both coaches right now playing to win this tightly contested game, and this is important for conference standings. You think about a team like St. Francis that maybe has aspirations of being in the top 4 of the league and getting a home game, but right now, you know, these two teams both 1-1 in the conference. They've got to find a way to win this one. Either side wants this one so badly they can almost taste it. And Coach Henney right now talking to his team, Coach Maggard, has to bring that defensive tenacity back for her side, and we'll see if the Foresters have an answer.
Yeah, they both have to play intensity to keep that competitiveness up.
Want you to stick around for the next game as well. We've got around a 3 o'clock tip for the St. Francis men's and Huntington men's coming up next. St. Francis men's team at 2-0. Huntington at 0-2 as the Foresters desperately look for their first conference win of the year. Right now, these two sides locked in a close one. Inside goes Parrott against Nelson, fades away, drops right to McKnight, and she missed. Kellum picked up the miss.
That was a good defensive stop there for the Huntington Foresters.
Less than a minute left. HU can tie or take the lead. See who the Foresters go to. It looks like Raby as she catches inside.
Oh, they're going to swing it out here, reverse it. Oh.
And a foul called there on Madden as she went over the back of Raby. And that's the 5th foul, so Raby's now going to go to the line with a chance to tie it. Big free throws up next.
Yeah, crucial free throws here. You got to make them here. You got to.
Raby, a couple of dribbles. First one up, and good.
Hey, that's what they needed.
This freshman trying to show that she's got that clutch gene, trying to tie it here with 41 seconds. Second one up is good, and Raby with the answer, 63 all, 41 seconds left.
Hey, if you get another defensive stop here, Coach Darby might want to take a timeout here, because St. Francis got no timeouts remaining, which that could be an advantage.
Both teams in the bonus. So a foul on either side leads to free throws. There's a 10-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Parrott works against Melby. She had a lane. Raby slows her down. Parrott now out to Madden. Madden inside. Kellum takes it away. And Coach Darby Maggard wants a timeout. The Foresters are going to have a chance to take the last shot here and come away with a game winner over St. Francis.
Yeah, this could be a wild finish here.
Okay, we're going to take a quick timeout here and take it to a commercial break as Coach Darby Maggard draws up this final play. We'll be back for the last 23 seconds up next. Back in Platt Arena, 23 ticks on the clock. The Foresters, a chance to upset St. Francis. And right now, the freshmen doing it all for HU. Bailey Kellum with 22. Olivia Raby, as you see right there, with 16. And HU has a chance for the final shot. Melby has had a slow day offensively, but you hit a game winner on your 6th attempt of the day. No one cares about your slow afternoon.
I'm surprised Darby didn't take a timeout here.
Kellum goes right. Melby has it with 8 seconds. She goes into lane, able to keep the pivot foot down, left it short. 2 seconds remain. Pushing the pace, launching it up, and unable to hit. We've got free basketball in Platt Arena. Overtime coming up next. We will take a short break, a 5-minute overtime coming right up on FDN Sports when we come back. Stay tuned.
No going back. Olympiad is about to begin.
Welcome back to Platt Arena. We've got 5 extra minutes coming up next between St. Francis and Huntington University. These two teams have battled it out all afternoon, and St. Francis was actually the team with the final shot. Nearly a half-court heave for St. Francis as Fordyce was looking to play hero, couldn't connect. HU had a chance of their own with Gabi Melby, but her slow day has kind of continued, and we'll see if HU can sneak out an overtime win this afternoon. Second tip of the day, and the second tip won by St. Francis.
Let's get that tempo going if you're Huntington.
Gizzy drives left, bounces it to McKnight. She goes straight to the hoop. Good defense by Raby, goes straight up, and she pulled down the miss as well. Forrester defensive intensity picked back up over those last couple of minutes, Ross, and it starts here again in overtime as well.
Hey, you got to have that in defensive intensity in overtime.
Raby has good positioning inside. Now they go to her. Tough catch. Sebo launches another three and connects.
That was a good three-pointer by Emily Sebo there.
Hasn't shot it well today, but she's made 2 huge threes for the Foresters. They're back in front by 3 points. Crowd starting to funnel in for the men's game as well, so these girls getting an opportunity to play in front of a bigger crowd. Gizzy throws it over. Fordyce has it. She drives left to the basket, and she's fouled by Gabi Melby as she couldn't get into a good spot defensively. And that'll put Fordyce at the line for 2. HU up 66-63.
This could be a wild finish ahead of us here, Preston.
I don't know how much more wild it could get, Ross. I mean, we've seen it all today as Fordyce knocks down the free throw. It's now a 2-point game, 4 minutes exactly left on the clock. Fordyce, that's her first point of the day, and now her second. Came in averaging 12 and a half. But it's not always about how many you score, when you score them, and that's 2 big points there for the freshman.
It's how you finish the game as well.
Nelson gets open straight inside to Raby. Good spot for her. She's blocked, and then letting that one go out of play was Mantilla. Kind of a head scratcher. She could have grabbed that miss and kept the ball with St. Francis. Instead, HU will have it with 17 on the shot clock.
But she didn't.
Out wide, Kellum with the left-handed catch. She's been the go-to player in this second half. Right back to Raby. Bumped off her dribble. Throws it up and in!
That was a wild shot there for Olivia Raby. Get that and one opportunity.
The freshman continues to be clutch for HU. She's up to 18, and she has a chance to add one more on. Incredible balance by Raby. You could see the defender there, Mantilla, just bump her off of the spin move. Somehow kisses it off glass. Can't get the three-point play, though, as the miss is ripped away by Fordyce. HU back up 3. St. Francis looking to have an answer of their own. Cutting in was McKnight, able to stop on a dime. Gizzy drives left. Both teams in the bonus, knocked away. Kellum couldn't pick up the loose ball. Now a chance for Mantilla, misses it short, gets her own miss. St. Francis launches with McKnight, and that's a big shot for the Cougs.
That was a big shot there for McKnight on that three-point basket.
Couple offensive rebounds have led to some open three-pointers for St. Francis, and McKnight has benefited from 2 of them. Behind the back, Kellum, left-handed floater, and she is on fire right now. 24 for the freshman from Garrett High School, a new career high after just having a career high on Wednesday. Melby's battling hard inside, and an offensive foul. No, it's going to be a double foul called here on Melby and Mantilla, as both players are going to get called for one. You could see them jousting for position inside.
Oh, or looks like if they could review it here for this opportunity.
So we'll have to have our replay ready here as Mantilla and Melby were fighting for position. Our replay personnel has done an awesome job today. They did review the final shot of the first half, and our replay people were right on it to get that right. Of course, it counted. It was a 2-point advantage at the halftime break for St. Francis. And right now, a lot of discussion happening between these three officials to see maybe what's up next. Like I said, Ross, we've seen it all today.
Yeah, it's all about competitiveness to this point. Who can finish out strong?
It's definitely been that. If this gets flipped to one of the opposing teams, saying like if this gets flipped to just a St. Francis foul or just a Huntington foul, one of these coaches is about to lose their mind. So we'll see what the officials want to call.
Let's see, do they want to?
Well, it seems like they're not going to review it. They're just going to.
It looks like it's going to be a double foul on the play here.
Okay, so it looks like Mantala will pick up a personal, and so will Gabi Melby. So I don't believe there will be free throws for St. Francis here. It's probably going to be a double foul, and I think St. Francis will keep the possession, but we will wait to confirm, as Ross and I are not certified to referee a college basketball game.
Yeah, it looks like it's a double foul here, which Melby has her 4th foul, and then Mantala has her 5th foul here.
Yeah, so Mantala is out for the game now, and that's a big call in a way because Mantala has had a nice second half. She's only got 5 points, but 7 rebounds and has hit a huge triple, so she's done for the afternoon.
Hey, it's a huge lost opportunity there for St. Francis.
Madden battling inside. Sebo used her foot to knock that one away, so St. Francis will once again keep possession. 20 on the shot clock, 2:30 on the game clock. Parrott throws it in. Gizzy looking for Madden once again. Madden to the left side, a little bit of help from the rim and gets it able to drop in.
That little kiss will help you a lot.
Thought she may have put a little too much on it, but she gets the friendly away roll here today. And it's 70-70. Right back to Raby go the Foresters. She's trying to give Madden a taste of her own medicine, and she does just that. 2 more.
2 more on that basket there for Raby.
72-70. Great basketball game here as both teams have just really turned it on offensively. A lot of dribbling from Parrott outside to Gizzy. Madden's open again. Working against Raby, left-handed shot, gets it, plus the foul, and that's the 5th on Olivia Raby, so she's done for the afternoon.
Oh gosh, that's a huge loss there, your Huntington.
Raby with 20 points on 7 of 9, was trying to stay straight up, got Madden straight on the forehead, and Madden fouls Raby out of the game, and that is a huge component for the last 146. Madden gives St. Francis the lead. Madden has missed 1 shot on the afternoon, 10 of 11. She has 23 points.
That's impressive.
Melby goes wide to Sebo. She goes back to the top of the key, and a foul is going to be called here on St. Francis. We'll wait to see who the shooter is. I believe it's going to be Annika Nelson. It's actually going to be Sebo.
Let's see if she can make her free throws here, because it's all about the free throws to this point.
I thought maybe Nelson would be shooting these free throws, but if you're the Foresters, you'd much rather it be Sebo, as she's a 60% free throw shooter on the year, but Nelson right around 50. Emily's first is good. We're tied back up with 90 seconds remaining. We've got another basketball game after this, Ross. I don't even know what to think.
Yeah.
Sebo gives the Foresters the lead.
Hey, this could be a fun one compared to the other one.
Yeah, no joke. Who knows how that one's going to go. Right now, we've got 1:25 left. Madden's going to have to work against Nelson now. She's got a little bit of a size advantage against her. Good defense. Foresters doubling the paint. Drive left, Fordyce can't get it to roll in, but she's headed back to the line for 2 shots. Fordyce only has 2 points today as Sebo picks up her 3rd on this replay here. Tried staying straight up, got Fordyce on the right hand, and Fordyce gets the roll on the first free throw. Tied up 74-74. Fordyce with the second one, knocks it down, 4 for 4 from the line. And with 1:13 left, HU trying to regain the lead. Hartsoe in with Raby out for the rest of the game. Melby comes up to get it on the curl. Melby off the dribble, inside. Nelson wide open three, too long. Rebounded out of there by Parrott. Nelson's had a lot of looks, just hasn't been able to connect often here today. Big possession here for St. Francis. They can get a little breathing room. Fordyce drives left against Hartsoe. Madden fighting for position inside, and a turnover for St. Francis as they launch it into the first row.
Crucial turnover there.
And Coach Darby Maggard is going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. The Foresters will advance the ball into the front court, and we'll take a short break. We've got 31.7 seconds left in overtime. When we come back, Foresters basketball.
Our banking building blocks were assembled in 1911 and haven't differed much since then. We still stay true to our local roots, aiming to support, uplift, and celebrate the citizens and businesses of Huntington. As proud lenders to and patrons of our local businesses, we make our community an even more prosperous place. And when you support local banking, you play an important role in Huntington's success stories. No matter what financial products you may need, your business is an invaluable opportunity for us to strengthen our relationship with Huntington, which we're fortunate enough to call home. Bippa State Bank is banking at its best. We believe in community banking.
As the owner of JJ's, I invite you to visit one of
Couple
our
of
7B
officials waiting for the men's game and their turn to officiate. Up next, as you see one of the new VIP suites added to Platt Arena. Right now, that's a hot commodity for this game. I mean, you pay a decent amount to sit up there and watch a game like this. Yeah. 1 point advantage for St. Francis. Foresters ball with 30 seconds left in overtime.
Hey, 1 second between the shot clock and the game clock.
See if HU goes quick. Melby does. She's fouled and nearly got the roll as she'll head back to the free throw line. I didn't know if HU might wait it out, take the last shot, but probably the smart thing to play quick there and try to get a good look. Man, that is one that Melby typically gets to go, but she'll still have a chance to at least tie it as she does that with the first. Now a chance to take the lead. Melby's had a slow day offensively, just 5 points, but those two right there to make it 6 are the biggest of the afternoon. HU back up 1. Now Coach Henney wants a timeout to advance it. That's something you see in the NBA. You can call a timeout and advance it throughout the last several minutes of the game. That's also been added to the women's game as well, and that adds a big boost for these coaches because now you push it about 45 feet closer. You can run a quick play, and you know, even if St. Francis doesn't score here and HU gets a stop, it's still a one-possession game if Huntington knocks down 2 free throws. So that adds a different part of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a crucial opportunity to have between these both teams, but with the makes that they will be having here, but Huntington's got to have a stop no matter what. You're up by 1. St. Francis is looking for a basket opportunity.
They're looking to hit a big shot here, and then HU, of course, if they can get a stop and secure a defensive rebound, it becomes a foul game back and forth. And, you know, HU didn't start the game well shooting free throws. Really, neither team did, but right now they're both right around 65-70%, which is okay. You can live with that as a coach. Of course, you'd love to make maybe 75%, but not always the case. 23.3 seconds left. Coach Henney now out of timeouts. 4 left for Darby Maggard. So another advantage for HU potentially.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Timeout. Yeah, that could be an advantage here to this point.
McKnight going to try to find a teammate. She throws it in, catching it right at the half-court line was Parrott. She's working against Hartsoe. St. Francis might try to go for the win here.
Oh, gosh. This could be a wild finish here in the last 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Parrott drives right. Switched off. Sebo defending. Parrott works through. Can't get it to go. Foresters with the rebound. Maggard trying to call a timeout, and she's going to be rewarded with one. And it's Foresters' ball with 2.3 seconds remaining.
That's a good defensive stop, like I said earlier to you, Preston, which Darby Maggard got that timeout opportunity to talk things over.
Emily Parrott got a decent look. Annika Nelson tipped it to Sebo. McKnight dove on the ball, and Coach Maggard, with those timeouts left, was a huge bonus for the Foresters. Once again, this is a huge game in the Crossroads League. HU at 1-1, trying to move over the 500 mark. They are 2.3 seconds away from doing that, and this could really be that first signature win for this freshman core and Coach Darby Maggard.
This could be a crucial victory to move them up a little bit in the Crossroads League standings, as we can see here.
What a defensive stand by the Foresters. That has been a play that has worked over and over again for Emily Parrott. This time, a stop on defense. The Foresters switched it off, forced a miss. Nelson tips it to Sebo for her 7th rebound of the game. And it's just been an all-out effort by both sides here today. We'll see if HU can close it out. Once again, now they get to advance it to that front court with the timeout.
You're most likely going to see a foul come into play here for St. Francis.
Even if you're HU, you might want to get a guard running away and just dribble out the 2 seconds if you can. We'll see if they have a chance. Sebo, the lone senior, looking to make a smart decision to close this game out. Melby's got it, and she's fouled, as Melby could have taken a couple of dribbles, and that's what her coaching staff is saying right now. But with 1.3, you think 2 free throws ends this game, because St. Francis can no longer advance the basketball.
Nope.
Melby knocks down the first. It's a 2-point lead. If you're the Foresters, you do not want to foul on any type of long heave. Melby misses it. Rebound St. Francis. They're not even going to get a shot off, and the Foresters have upset the Cougars in Platt Arena. They move to 2-1 in the Crossroads League, and what a win for Coach Darby Maggard's side.
Yeah, that was a good victory there for Coach Darby Maggard and the Foresters. They got to play the hard defensive battle there at the end, and they got the job done.
Coach Darby Maggard, in just her 2nd year as a head coach, a young head coach for this Foresters team, has her young side playing well, and what a win it is for HU. Gabi Melby had a slow day, but she knocks down the biggest free throws of the afternoon. But it's the freshmen, once again, Ross, that led the way for HU and pushed them over the top against a quality opponent.
Yeah, just simple as that, Preston. They got a good victory with all that underclassmen that they have.
Coach Maggard was really close to one of those wins last year. And, you know, her roster wasn't necessarily her own. She went out, she got a ton of freshmen, she found players that fit her system, and man, they fit that system today as they made it happen, and they were able to take care of business on their home court. It's always sweet to win at home, and we'll wait and see if we can get Coach Darby Maggard to come over for an interview. It looks like we're gonna wrap it up here instead, and we'll wait for the men's basketball team as they come up. St. Francis and the Huntington Foresters. Game 1 wrapped up. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for game number 2. It's a Foresters win. For Preston Husband and Ross Gosnell, we'll see you in a bit on FDN Sports.